Feel the power of my magic! You flaming idiots! Take this!
Oh, you challenge me with trickery? I don't believe in magic! Onward!
Hello everyone! Welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Some interesting stuff I learned in between parts. Last part, when they're like, can you trust Holmes? And there's the 3 options. I thought it was strange. The game doesn't give 3 options very often. It gives 4 options, even less. It's in the game. But apparently you could only get that 3rd option of I know Holmes is a good guy if you do his interlude. Which makes me think, I should probably be picking those 3rd options if they're there then. It also shows that, yes, it is a good idea to do the interludes whenever they give you them for free, because boy, geez, they gave it to you for free for a reason. Anyways, assassination plot. Now, this could be for a couple characters that it's focusing on, but we'll see right away. If our characters start talking about, we need to assassinate so-and-so, great. If it cuts to the villains and they're like, we need to assassinate so-and-so, uh-oh. That's all stinky. Super Melt. Super Melt's pretty good. I feel like it's going to be a wide array of enemies for us to fight anyways. Let's go with you. Actually, let's go with you two. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Yeah. Let's give that a go. Yeah. I just drank some half orange juice, half tea. Like literally like half and half. You know, like I have my coffee and orange juice. This is orange juice and tea. And surprisingly, this one's making my mouth feel like stringy. It's weird. Again, thank you for agreeing to manage your military affairs, Count Vlad. Not at all. On my honor, I vow that victory shall be ours. Still, the fact remains that we're only now pulling up to the starting line. The other realms still have a big lead. Come now, Sancho, look on the bright side. Think of it as us saving our strength for when we'll need it the most. Wow, talk about putting a positive spin on things. Look at me being a big old smarty pants. Very well then, Count Vlad. I believe we should discuss our next course of action, while continuing to train the army, of course. Agreed. Now then, if I may direct your attention to this map. Yep. General C? Really? So we got CCC. Oh no. A reminder, I have to go back to that game. ABB and BAA. Okay, so overall they're the biggest threat overall. Well, we may have a great many things on our plate at the present. We are ultimately faced with 3 options. Do we go on the offensive, or fortify our defenses? If the former, do we go after the revenge realm, or reinstatement realm? According to the sum total of information Sancho's spies have sent us, our best choice would be a strike against the revenge realm. Why is that? You must look at the big picture. The reinstatement realm may have better generals, and there is an excellent chance they will continue to grow in power. But, for better or worse, Constantinos XI is a known quantity. Think of this singularity as a game board. He wishes to play by the rules, and win it for himself. The same does not hold true for the revenge realm. They would not think twice about simply overturning the entire board. And there are the strange towers, like the one you investigated. Holmes was right. They are long-range cannons. The locations alone make that quite clear. However, I have a strong suspicion that the towers are in fact already complete. Their plan may be to use them in conjunction with servants whose noble phantasms are themselves cannons. Hey, it's what I said! Or perhaps they plan to use them with something much worse than cannons. I cannot say for sure. Regardless, I believe the entire Revenge Realm is working to overturn the game board in its entirety. I suppose Zhang Jue, a caster aligned with the Revenge Realm, is the one behind this plan. We must therefore eliminate Queen Crimhild. If she falls, then the Revenge Realm is likely to follow. If that happens, the Reinstatement Realm's not just going to sit around twiddling their thumbs, are they? No, they will not. I will say this is only my best guess based on the information I have. I could well be wrong about some things. Regardless, we must act, and we must do so soon. It all makes sense to me, but it doesn't sound like our army will be of much help there. You are correct. Our only hope of assassinating Zhang Jue is with a small elite team. But such an operation will not on its own slip past the Revenge Realm's defenses. This is why we will also mobilize our entire army and make them think they are under threat of invasion. We could in fact mount an actual attack. And while the other two realms are caught in the resulting chaos, the assassination team will carry out the mission. Now, this doesn't mean that there's not a chance there's an assassination team that'll be sent against us, too. This is why we have to train our army. That training will take up most of my time today, but I will help you plan the operation tonight. I see. Then we'll figure out that plan in the meantime. I'd be very grateful if you could take a look later to see how viable it is. Very well. In regards to this mission, Mr. Tanner, let me guess. You want me to be a part of it? I do. Well, I have no wish to expose you to danger. Your summoning skills will be essential for these assassinations. I'd also like to come along on this mission. I have some experience with both stealth and combat, but I'm also concerned about what Moriarty may do. As long as he's around, I cannot in good conscience send Master off alone. Then I'll assign an assassin class servant to go with you too. One on the side of proper human history, of course. You won't be able to do much help with the mission if you can't fight at your full strength, Lord Tanner. I guess we wouldn't be much help. Hey, it's not like either of us was ever cut out for espionage, right? Guess I'll be sending this one out too, honestly. I don't have the skill set to help with an assassination. We still have time until the operation begins. Time we'll need to get our military forces in good order and conduct a campaign. We'll also need to use that time to come up with an assassination plan, so let's bring in this assassin you spoke of now. Sure thing. I'll call for them right away. Is it someone we know? Nope. Just a guy. Hey there. I'm an assassin. My true name is still a mystery. I used to undertake assassinations as part of a certain religious order. I'm honored to be part of this mission. Just say you're Hassan, bro. We know you are, probably. Very good. These are your squad mates, Sherlock Holmes and my master, Tanner. They will be key to this mission. Do whatever you must to ensure your teamwork is flawless. You will have until our army's training is complete. Yes, sir. For some reason, and I can't tell you why, a little voice in my brain is screaming, that's Scott the Woz. This guy is Scott the Woz, and I don't know why. Nothing about this game would indicate that it is. There's not even been a joke that could flow into it, but my brain is screaming, if he's not Scott the Woz, make him be Scott the Woz. And I don't know why. What was in that orange juice? What was in... Okay. Hey there. Good to meet you two. How about we get to know each other better over drinks? They say that's the modern way to break the ice. Do you know how many Wii U's there are, like variant models? Though, just so you know, I can't drink alcohol myself. I'm a Nintendo fan, and why go drinking at all? Oh, good point. I'm sure the coming days will afford us ample opportunity to get to know each other better. For the moment, I think our time would be better spent determining one another's combat abilities. And I'll make a reservation for you three at the training grounds. All right, everyone, let us do our best to put a stop to this rebellion against proper human history. I don't even watch Scott the Woz. Why is my brain doing that? She put her hands together in prayer. It is, in a sense, a small, insignificant action. Huh. I see. Why is all my stuff in a different language? What the heck's going on? I might need to look into this.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I've been staring at this all day, I still don't get it.
God bless this game actually saves where your game is when it crashes. I don't know why my stuff's all in a different language. I couldn't tell if that was Chinese or Japanese. I looked too quickly, but okay. No matter how holy others may consider her, she can't stop herself from wondering if she's deceiving them. She does believe in God. She does trust his plan. But perhaps the faith exists only at a surface level. That doubt has plagued her since she was summoned. While this no doubt goes without saying, Pope Johanna was not a real person. Okay, so I was also talking about this. So yeah, Zhang Jue, Three Kingdoms, Constantinos comes from fiction sort of as well, right? Like that idea has merit. And the fact that we're really dwelling on it makes me think this will be a thing. So I'm just trying to think of any other sort of characters that we've seen during it. I'll have to see. Her existence, or lack thereof, was debated for centuries, and Johanna knows that very well. She's fully aware that she's a figment of someone's imagination. She knows that every high and low of her life is pure fiction. She is sure that whenever she was summoned to fight a Holy Grail war, though she has no memory of past summons, she must have fallen deeply into despair. Now that she's aware of this, she can't help but feel there was no point in praying to God. Perhaps that she has no right to. You think so? I'm not sure what to think. I've heard that no one believes in mystics and fantastical things nowadays. Some people also say that myths, legends, even the tales of our own adventures were all just stories someone made up at one point. But even if that's true, I've never doubted who I am. I know that the glorious 12 paladins of Charlemagne really existed, and I know that the love Ruggiero, it's Ruggiero, right? It would be Ruggiero. I gotta make sure I say that right, because he's gonna be brought up probably a bit in this. And I know that the love Ruggiero and I shared was real too, even if I'm not the real Bradamante, but a shadow of her being cast by humanity. It doesn't mean I'm not still me. There's no reason you can't think the same, Your Holiness. Bradamante, you and I are indeed both shadows of humanity, but at your core you have an unshakable sense of who you are. Maybe there's a reason for that. Or maybe, and I know this may sound odd, maybe most heroes like you exist alongside your own mystics and fantasies. Oh, so basically saying like, there was, like King Arthur. We know that the stories of King Arthur, probably not real, but there is historical basis in a king at the time that would have been the primary influence on it, right? Bradamante, probably the same thing. Now, Pope Johanna, probably not, because a woman pope would be too specific for it to be anyone but, you know? But that's not true for me. I'm a figment of someone's imagination, my very existence thoroughly disproved by academics. My life, my history, is all a fragmentary jumble. And what's more, there's now an overwhelming consensus among academics that I simply never existed. They were right to come to that consensus. Academics are supposed to find the truth of things. The idea of Pope Johanna was a revolutionary one that could not be dismissed out of hand. History itself would change depending on whether she truly existed or not. And so academics pored over every document they could find to verify it, almost as if they were conducting an autopsy. They were right to do that. Everything they did was right. I just didn't take it well. That's all. It was hard and sad. Felt like they were ripping my heart from my chest. I wanted to grab them by their collars and shake them and scream, "How dare you do this to me?" But we wouldn't approve of that. Not His Imperial Majesty nor anyone else in the reinstatement realm. I wanted to grab them by their collars? It is a whole other kind of pain, knowing I've drawn all of you into my anguish. Oh, and the collar part is just a figure of speech. Please just forget about it. Your Holiness, I'm a paladin. I'm supposed to serve my lord and my country and embody justice and light. And I know Archbishop Tilpin would be furious with me if I didn't help to ease your suffering. I might have chosen to rebel against proper human history, but I'll never stop respecting you. Thank you, Bradamante. I wish I could do something to repay you. For what it's worth, I pray from the bottom of my heart that you and your loved one will be reunited in romantic bliss. Thank you, Your Holiness. Oh yes, I'm not sure if I should ask you about this. Weren't you arguing with some other servants earlier? Yes, I was. They still suspect me of being a spy. I told them they were mistaken, that they chose to cut ties with the others because of a difference in our beliefs. I see. Does that mean you can't trust me after all? Not at all, Bradamante. I would trust you with my life. I just didn't want to pit you against your former comrades in arms. I appreciate your consideration, Lady Johanna, but you don't have to worry about me. I offer you this promise. On my honor as one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne, I will fight them with all my might. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me for insulting your pride. Oh, no, you didn't. You don't have anything to apologize for. It makes sense you'd have doubts like that. But I've sworn to follow you and His Imperial Majesty to the end, no matter what. So, what would you do if Konstantinos and I decided to go different ways, ourselves? Please don't ask me that. It's like asking a child which of their parents they prefer. I'm sorry. I was only teasing. Meanie. She wasn't. She was not. Anyways, let's put down Scott the Woz for good. Why do I think this? What sparked that? What part of my brain connected? Sometimes your brain just makes a connection and you can't stop it, you know? Two neurons connect. Lightning strikes them, and you're just supposed to go on with your life and just accept it as normal, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you super hard. I'm going to go nuts ham wild on you. Okay. Sure. Why not? Let's get this done. What if I did a boxing match with Scott the Woz? What if we put me, Scott the Woz, Salty DK Dan, and Ultima in a ring, like a big WWE ring, and we fought with the same rules as like Pokemon Sun and Moon, the Battle Royale, where the way it works is like, you know, but by number of like, it's by number of wins, isn't it, right? Something like that. What if we did that? Just a thought, you know? Wouldn't it be funny? Just a thought. Haha. I was not even paying attention. Bro is in hiding. Well, that's fine. Too busy considering my own lost belt. We got a full combo with you. Do your stuff. Slam. Clap. Flick. Slams. Okay. Ooh, I actually did a bit. Okay. Bro's hitting. Bro is def's hitting. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Okay. This might just win if we crit. We crit the once. Yeah, we did it. Alright, guts. But it's just to the win, right? Yeah, okay. Right. Because it's just for fun. It's just for sillies. Okay. If you listen to that previous part and I said, like, 3 names you don't know, that's fine. I understand. You have to realize I've been on this internet thing for, like, ages. Who are we fighting? Berserker? What are we doing? What's a Berserker we'll be fighting? Sure. Yep. Might be a better foreigner for us, or someone who does. You do a ton. You know what? You do a ton of curse stuff. So sure, we'll do that. Who's this berserker we're fighting? All right, everyone. It's time we put our plan together. Yes, a good plan is a key to a successful assassination. That's what my senior assassins are always telling me. Our first target is criminal second in command, Zhang Jue. In order to succeed, we must get him to leave this singularity. Formidable as his noble phantasm and spells are, especially his shoes. Dear God, what is he wearing? His intelligence is a far greater threat. I considered using some sort of magecraft to render him unconscious, neutralizing him, and then bringing him back here. But ultimately, I decided we need to completely eliminate any chance of him using that intellect against us. We will assassinate him, as such a dire threat deserves. Got it. I hear you. It's always possible for targets to change when you're making decisions at your discretion on sight. So it's great we're all on the same page about this thing now. Solid communication. Now, 3 key parts to this plan we need to decide. The how, the where, and the when. For the how, we'll have to ambush him. Precisely. Sniping him would be far too risky. So it would be different, Sora, if we had a truly first-rate archer on our side, but no, even then I doubt sniping would succeed. Our target is, after all, Zhang Jue, the leader of the Yellow Turbans. Yeah, depending on what Taoist art he might use, his defenses could be airtight. Oh, I see. That's why you called me here. Indeed, we realized we will need the help of a professional in the sage arts. The secretary already gave us permission to bring you aboard. It's unfortunate that she's part of the rebellion, but the assassin should be able to contain her if things take a turn. Though, of course, we'll have to do our best to ensure things don't come to that. It's unfortunate that she's part of the rebellion. Contain her if things take a turn. Is the implication that there's an incarnation of Yume Ren on the other side? I still don't know if I can make it all the way to the Revenge Realms castle. I'm not exactly what you call nimble. Compared to most people, I'm kind of, a slowpoke? That's a Pokemon from when I used to still play those games. I don't really play RPGs anymore. Yeah, that's it. Can I leave now? No. Now, come on, get over it. Alright, now that Miss Shufu is in, let's discuss the where and when of the plan. First of all, Zhang Jue's behavioral patterns. According to the scouts we've had tracking him, Zhang Jue spends most of his time in the Revenge Realm's capital, with the occasional excursion to Fort Azagauk. Kugaza? No. Whenever I see, like, a word like this that looks quite nonsensical, but would make sense backwards, my first thought is read it backwards. See if it would be anything, but nope. Krimhild has entrusted him with the authority over all the surrounding area. He also sometimes causes problems for the Reinstatement Realm during the Revenge Realm's expeditions. He's an excellent leader to his troops. However, these troops vary tremendously in terms of quality. He cannot fill those gaps on his own. As a result, he frequently loses those skirmishes, but he's also quick to retreat to safety when this occurs. And in this ongoing war between the realms, Zhang Jue himself has never suffered so much as a scratch. Though he seems to not be particularly skilled in personal combat, he makes up for this with sheer adaptability. In effect, one could say that he is the Revenge Realm's second king. Suffice to say, it would be beyond foolish to try to assassinate him in the capital. Without an escape route, chances are any such attempt would fail, even if we were to risk our own lives to accomplish our goal. We'll need to try assassinating him on his way to Fort Azagauk. He would have an excellent chance of slipping through our fingers. I've concluded that our best bet is to infiltrate the fortress and assassinate him there. However, even with this plan, our odds of success remain low. If we trust only luck to see us through, we are doomed to failure. That is tricky. I guess it all comes down to how tight the fortress's security is. We can assume it is tight indeed, but perhaps not so tight that there's no room for us to slip through. Tell us, Miss Shufu, how would you go about protecting this fortress? We know how this fortress is built and where? Let me see. Yeah, here you go. It's all in this document. Yeah, this place practically airtight. You can tell? I don't know what the first thing about Western spells, but I've got almost got a sixth sense. It's tough to say. For Eastern ones. To put it another way, if they did use any Western spells here, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about them. I can tell this fortress is built using Chimeng Dunjai. Chimeng Dunjai? What is that? Basically use astrology and cleromancy to determine the optimal orientation of all sorts of objects. Oh, do you mean feng shui, as we've called it in, for ages? It works on everything from people to armies to castles, and can tell you things like best way for you to walk or a direction where you're sure to fail. As I recall, Zhu Liang used it during the Three Kingdoms period. Oh yeah, the unreturning formation. I've heard of that too. Anyway, my point is, Zhang Jue used his Taoist arts to lock this Fort Azagauk down tighter than a Tangu drum. But historically speaking, once you've breached a fortress, capturing it is simple. It may be that these Taoist arts are the only notable defenses we must overcome. So basically, it all comes down to this servant? Huh? You mean me? Uh-huh. Okay. I'll do it. Really, when you think about it. That guy might look older, but I actually go back further than he does. Hell, I was a genuine court sorcerer for China all the way back in the time of Emperor Qing Shi Huang. Sure, I was involved in a different matter for a while, but my knowledge of Taoist arts is a little fuzzy. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. Well, it's okay, Shushu, I believe in you. Huh? Who the hell said you could come up with a nickname for me? But it's kind of a good fit. No, knock it off. I insist you show me the respect I deserve. You will address me as Lady Shu Fu. Got it? How exactly do we go about this? Do we need to conduct a reconnaissance on the fortress to get past its Taoist defenses? No, I think we can put together a counter-strategy based on what we know now. For example, let's say that there's a talisman used in Taoist arts and a talisman that can counteract it. We can make a whole bunch of the latter kind now. And from there, I can hammer the basics of Taoist arts in your heads, so you know what to do with them. Yeah, this could work. Excellent. I can finally see a way forward. We'll begin with combat training in teams to reach the minimum teamwork necessary to execute this plan. We'll also help Miss Shu Fu with her item construction while having her coach us in the basics of Taoist arts, all while hammering out the details of this plan before the day the mission arrives. Sounds reasonable. I'm gonna need you guys to bring me a bunch of materials I need for the talismans as soon as possible. Oh? Like what? We should be able to use forbidden pages for the paper. Oh, and there's one more important thing. What's that? Why are we just cutting ahead? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're gonna be fighting boars? What are we doing? Crashing the game? Again? Hopefully not. Chicken! Big chicken. This, just to get going. All right, we could do this. Yeah, you give 100% right away. Start with that. Okay. Okay. A little bit of that. We should be good. Get this going. I will never get to see your final ascension in combat, huh? Never. Okay. We nearly killed him in one. Ugh. Yeah, let's just go. This'll win. I did not even need that noble phantasm. But my Final Fantasy brain says using skills makes them stronger. That's not a thing in this game. That's not a thing in most games. But in my brain, job levels and proficiency, that sticks with you. Oh, we could have killed him in one go if we were just this strong before, huh? Yeah. If we got lucky and just did that, we would have immediately won. Alright. Thanks, Dolman. You don't say that. I don't like that. I'm good with that. Hey, bond level 5. Awesome. Still got a ways to go to catch up on that other Koyanskaya, because we've already maxed her out. Now we just have to collect lots of chicken's blood. At least they're big enough that there's plenty to go around. I see. Write the talisman's incantations in chicken blood. Yeah, that's right. Honestly, I don't know how much help these talismans are going to be against Zhang Zhu's fortress, but it should at least be better than trusting a blind luck to save our asses. Quite so. Very well then, let's get down to business, shall we? Let's do it. Friendship, solidarity, hard work. No, that's a recipe for success. What a weirdly sentimental assassin. I will say, there's a good variety of like vocal difference in this singularity, but there's a couple that are just close enough that when they're on screen together, it is a bit of a problem. Okay, now we're fighting. Is this getting the books? Or are we just going to be getting the forbidden books? Because we could do this. We can now go to the cavalry. We get you, we get you. You know what? Let's switch you out for, again, let's go like Team Blue here. Get you two to do some self-looping shenanigans if possible. Are we just going to be hopping in with the books right away? Looks like it. As soon as they said we'll need cursed pages, I'm like, yeah, we're probably going to be doing this, huh? And yep, that's what it is. I don't mind if there's combat like this because, you know, it makes sense for the story and it's not just a random battle like early in the story. Plus, there is the thing where Tao starts for Dummies introductory course A. That's funny. I think it's also just good to do, because of how much story there's been, we need breaks for combat. Alright. You probably have some Dawa starts too. You could help us out. You won't. You could. Alright, let's start with some of this. I wonder at what point, when did they introduce the idea of the servants on your team are actually shadow servants? Because I remember that wasn't a thing for a long time. They just kind of, you know, started off with just like, yeah, you just summon the servants, right? But then eventually they need to realize, hey, wait, it doesn't make sense because who are these people you're with, you know? And they switched over to, yeah, no, it's actually shadow servants. I wonder when that change took place in the story, because it is such a good one. I don't know. Again, I don't want to use that. Then again, no, it's only one enemy. It's not worth it. What I could do though is, do you have one that for you gets NP gain up for allies? Don't you have one that gives you meter? Yes. Okay. All right. Probably won't kill with you. That's why I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Forgot about the weird status element this one gives too. What's it do again? Doesn't it like reduce the other enemies' skills or something? Like it reduces their stuff when they die? Okay, that's a big boy. Perfect, we got a full combo with you. Okay. Alright. Is this for everyone or just you? For one ally. Guts, debuff, buff, resist. Nope, don't need that. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3. Won't be enough to completely recycle, but we should do a lot of damage at least. Yep, pretty good. Good stuff, good stuff. Or Greato, as she says. What if I just put Scott the Woz in the thumbnail? Just like him there, just to see if anyone says anything. That'd be really funny. If there's nothing else, that might be the thumbnail. A few days later. I don't think I can read another word. Me neither. I suppose none of you will be surprised to hear this work suits me quite well. Well, we don't want any of you getting overwhelmed or confused, so we may as well stop here. Let's not forget the three of us are rank amateurs. For a stopgap measure, I believe this should be quite sufficient. I dare say our teamwork has improved considerably as well. And according to Count Vlad, the army's training is almost complete. Guess that means we'll be heading out soon. Indeed. As previously discussed, only the four of us will undertake this mission. Mr. Tanner, I'll be counting on your simple summons to augment our combat capabilities. Yeah, I believe between his summons and the three of you, you should be strong enough to take down Zhang Jue. Besides, the bigger the operation, the more likely the enemy is to discover what we're up to. I'd say we're at the tipping point here. I take it there are no objections? Then let's begin the mission. Here's to our victory and the power of teamwork. It's like Sonic Heroes. I don't get that. I swear, there's something about this assassin that screams shonen manga protagonist. Okay, so his writing style does seem strange, right? Right? It's not just me. And I guess Scott the Woz is just kind of a shonen protagonist, you know? We'll be departing first thing tomorrow morning, so I believe we should go say our goodbyes now. We're gonna run into Seton. What's wrong, sir?
I'm pooping. I'm pooping.
What is it, sir? Did you throw out your back?
I did. I could really use a massage. Nope, that's not it. I was just thinking.
You know how that hurts for him.
I know there's probably not much sense in bringing this up now. Are we sure it's not too dangerous for Lord Tanner to join us on this mission? I understand your concerns very well, Don Quixote, but I'm afraid this master has to stay close to his summoned servants. Usually there are ways for masters to stay at a safe distance while supporting their servants, but they're all beyond Tanner's abilities. He has no choice but to wade into the fray himself.
Well, I'm technically qualified to be a master. I'm not in a position to summon any servants right now.
You're goddamn right you aren't. We're certainly not about to give a mage who already betrayed proper human history once the right to summon his own servant again.
No skin off my nose. I could happily go the rest of my life without commanding another servant. Is he gonna feel a chill again?
So there you have it, Don Quixote. As much as it pains me, and it really, truly does pain me, we have to let him go along with we're gonna have to let him go along if we're to have any hope of assassinating Zhang Jue.
I'll do it. Sir, I don't know about you, but the Chaldean's explanation makes sense to me. There's nothing more for you and me to do besides pray for their success.
I guess you're right. Lord Tanner, whatever you do, make sure you make it back alive. My Don Quixote shall await your return with the highest of hopes.
Thanks. I promise I'll come back safe.
Well said. Oh, did I sound like a real knight there?
You did, sir. You really did.
Well, then maybe I should go along after all.
Absolutely not.
Drat. I thought that was going pretty well.
No matter how much of a knight you may be, your place right now is on that throne. It may not be easy, but you must be patient all the same. All right then, Master. I hate to send you off on this mission alone. I understand that I'm essentially useless as a servant now that I cannot fight, but don't worry, you're still just as much a servant as ever. In fact, you being smart is like kind of even better in some regards. Can't argue with that. Rest assured, I'll make sure a diversion gets the enemy's attention. Sherlock Holmes? I know, Count Vlad. I'll do everything in my power to ensure Master's safety. Astolfo? Yeah? I would like you to accompany Master and his team over to the edge of the Revenge Realm. You got it! Looks like I'm coming along for a little while myself. Not you, though, Roland. You've got another job to do. Yeah. I'd lend you guys my Oliphant, but I'm the only one who can blow it, so... well, for the time being, focus on staying alive. Huh? You say that's what you've always done? Then I guess I've got no advice to give. I'd like to throw you all a send-off party before you leave. My sir thinks it'd be better to save that for your return.
Indeed. When you return victorious from your operation, we'll throw a party to celebrate.
That sounds better to me, too. Then I'll have everything ready by the time you get back. Whole party! Can't wait.
And not just any party, but a real... Say, Sancho,
Yes, sir?
how can you tell when a party's a gala? Now to think about it, the only kind of party I've ever been to is the Harvest Festival.
What about the celebration the Duchess and Don Diego threw for you? Well, I guess the Duchess's was more awkward than celebratory, but still. At any rate, just leave it all to me, sir, though I will rely on you for all the grunt work.
Fine with me. I have no idea how to plan a party myself, so just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
That's what I like to hear. Awesome. Off on an adventure. Let's see. Oh. The big question. Oh, well, that's why. Is it going to be we're going to go in and it'll be like, choose which way you're going to go and it'll change who you fight? Bet you that's what it's going to be. Or it might be like, make a choice and it'll choose the difficulty. Yeah. We'll see. Morning, Tanner. You still have some time before you need to leave. Want to get a little more shut-eye? No, I think I'll go for a walk. We have the most social links at that time. Roger that. Oh, so they're like, yeah, I mean, that's their job, I guess, to always watch me, but like, dang, they are always watching me. I hope we get some run into set in here. Looks like nobody else is here yet. Ah, morning. How you been, pal? Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Oh, is this Caldy on the line? Nice to meet ya. I'm Seton, Tanner's comrade in arms. Still going with Seton, huh? At this point, you better believe I'm gonna keep going with it as long as I can. Besides, I'm pretty sure I won't be stepping on any other servant's toes while Seton deconfirmed. Anyway, what are you up to this early? Hell, it's basically still night. I've got a lot going on this morning, so... Tanner, are you sure we can trust this servant? Don't worry about me. I won't tell anyone. Nobody likes a rat. I'm just really sorry I still can't be of any help myself. Well, how about you should at least show me your face, then? Sorry, I'm gonna keep the mystery man thing going for a while. Knowing when to do a thing is almost as important as knowing what to do. What thing to do, rather. That said, I'm not loving how we gotta draw this out either. I can't tell you to trust me or that'll be worth the wait. But if you can guess my identity on your own, hopefully it'll be a sign of good fortune coming your way. Oh, hey! Morning already. Hang in there, pal. I'll be rooting for you. I'm gonna try and take care of my own business as best I can, too. He's a real mystery man, all right. His spirit origin's no stronger than a phantom spirit, so I'm sure he really is weak. But he is a servant. You don't sense any hostility from him, right? None. Okay. I trust your judgment on these things. But if that's all true, I wonder why he won't help. I suppose we'll just have to trust him when he says he's got his reasons. Okay, let's head back to the castle for now. You've got a long day ahead of you. Is everyone ready? Yeah, I guess. All good here. Let's get going. Remember, we'll be heading very deep into the Revenge Realm territory. We're bound to encounter enemies on the way. We won't necessarily need to fight our way through them. If we must, we can always run. In fact, I had Miss Shufu pack numerous talismans specifically for that purpose. Just be aware that we won't be able to use them every time. Also, we could be in trouble if the enemy has a caster too. Hey, you guys all ready? I'd say so, yes. Got it. I'll be taking you guys right up to the border in one of those golem-drawn carriages. Thanks. Okay then, let's get going. I know you're probably sick of hearing this by now, but remember, the direction we infiltrate the fortress from will be crucial. Chimendundai, I screwed that up. Chimendunjia is an extremely complex spell, but it always goes in a set order. It doesn't matter how strong the sorcerer casting it is. In some ways, it's a lot like a gun. You want to fire a gun no matter who you are, you have to load it, disengage the safety, and pull the trigger. No matter how good a shot you are, you can't fire a gun without doing all these things, right? Same with this spell. It might be complex, but it's not invincible. For example, say it made it so that no one can enter the building from any other direction. You cast a spell like that on a castle, and how does defenders come and go? We can definitely get inside. The problem is that doing so will be complex and not at all intuitive. I'll do my best to solve the riddle, but in case I get it wrong... You'll try again? Unfortunately, unlike video games, real life doesn't have a continue option. Anyway, assuming we make it inside, won't be that many soldiers to contend with. I presume we'll have the Chimendunjia to thank for that as well. Yep. Not only is it fiendishly difficult to navigate, but the people inside could also mess it all up by inadvertently screwing with orientations. So they wouldn't be able to station many other servants in there even if they wanted to, which they don't. May that as it may, we do believe we will encounter some form of military resistance inside. Most likely, some sort of being Zhang Jue controls with his Taoist arts in lieu of servant soldiers. That's a good point. If he uses familiars or something along those lines, he could severely restrict their behavioral patterns to make sure they don't mess up the spell. That would make them much harder to control, though, so I think we still have a shot at this. Thank you, Miss Shufu. Going over all this ahead of time has been a great help. We'll be counting on your assistance inside the fortress as well, as your skills will be crucial to this operation. However, there's one other key to this operation that needs to be addressed. Alright, you mean me, don't you? I take it Noble Phantasm is equal to the task of killing Zhang Jue. Yes. It may not be as strong as the first Hassan's, but my Noble Phantasm is by no means weak. Although thinking back on it, maybe my pride is what kept me from ever matching his. Speaking of which, Lord Tanner, I understand you met a number of the Hassans yourself? May I ask what they're like? He's cool. She's ripped. She touches me. He's awesome. And there's one more, but he's not in yet. They're all really great people. I see. Well, now I feel a little embarrassed making big proclamations to someone as accomplished as you. But I hope you'll trust me to see this mission through. Just chuck some Wii U at them. Hey guys, you got a minute? What is it? Well, one of our squads is fighting a skirmish with one of the Revenge Realm squads. I see. What's the situation? Looks like we're losing, but at least they're already prepared to retreat. So what do you guys want to do? Go around them since it's a stealth mission? That would probably be best. What do you think, Mr. Tana? I'm slightly worried about our plan going wrong. I think we should trust them. Gotcha. The squad does seem like they have things handled. Okay, we'll take a detour then. I think it just makes sense because if this goes wrong, we lose one of our people. Things go wrong. Never mind. There, we made it past without a prop. Huh? Ah! Well, it's okay. It's just a Stalfo. Demonic beast attack! Demonic beast attack! Understood. We'll take care of them. Let's go. Good luck. Thanks. Well, guess I'd better help out a little too. Why not just agree to do so in the first place? What are you? It's indecisive? I mean, no, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched enough Scott videos to safely do this bit. It's probably a bad idea. I have to use you. Well, since I don't know what you are, I think the best bet is to just go nuts, ham, wild. Okay. Let's go with blue, red, that. Okay. Sure. I don't know what we're dealing with, so no reason to not use berserkers to just deal with them. Keep drinking this drink. Wolves? 6 wolves. Okay, well. Red, okay. Let's just start with... Let's do a full combo here. Okay. So, skill seal confusion. Curse on you. Let's absorb your stuff because you're like the next one we're going to be dealing with probably. Pop that on. This now does apply guts and NP gain. That's real good for you, but you don't have a full thing, so I'm not too worried about that. Instead, let's go with... Yeah, let's go 1, 2, 3. Get yours maxed out so that then you'll be good to go, and then hopefully we'll do that next time and start clearing them out, and yeah. You're done. Okay. Just gonna kill. Nope. The curse and poison, perhaps? Nope. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Just get some more stuff so we can get yours. Okay, so one of them got hit with the things. Yeah, you're okay. You two are still there. You got yours. Very nice. How many is left? 3 left? Ooh, Chimera. Alright. We have a full combo with you? We don't. But we do have this. Let's go. This. Okay. And with this. And okay, let's go 1, 2, 3. All right. He counts as a mystic, right? Because it's a beast from that era. I think so. I don't see a modifier on there, but it is very tough to tell. Good stuff. Ooh, very nice. Roar! Righto. It's amazing how really viable just a team of 3 berserkers is, even in endgame. Just the idea of, I'm going all out, not holding back, you know? The idea of, these are going to be the strongest, you know, ones. They have no healing, usually. There we go, all beasties gone. Now we can collect all the materials. As much as I wish we could, I'm afraid time is of the essence. Our mission is an urgent one. Did that make much of a difference, I wonder? Oh, looks like we're almost there. Yeah, this is a revenge realm, all right. Oh yeah, it is now pink. Okay, this is as far as I go. I'll head back on my hippogriff. See you guys later, and good luck. We're all counting on you. We won't let you down. Woo! Yeah. My predictions never pan out, but I've got a good feeling about this mission. Uh-oh. Stuffo, why would you say that? Well, bye! Why would you say that? Why would you say that? His predictions never pan out as he says. And perhaps we should expect things to go poorly. Come on, let's go. Let's! Man, I don't like this. Yeah, why would you even say that? Why would you even say that? You said that and now things will go bad. Great. Thanks, bud. No chicken's blood. Shame. Is this gonna be like super long? Are we gonna get like a 9 long one again? For things going continually wrong? 4. The plot and aftermath. Do we have time? Do we have time? I'm just trying to think. We do. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. The plot and the aftermath. "5,000. That is as many servants as the righteous realm can currently field in their army. Their numbers include about 60 heroic spirits. The rest are phantom spirits." Okay, that percentage is way lower skewed than I expected. Large though those numbers are, they have no hope of defeating either the revenge or reinstatement realm. Even so, there was beauty to be found in directing a group of highly trained servants toward a common goal. This will be the righteous realm's first large-scale battle. As I've said, this will be the culmination of your training. You may think of it as another exercise if you like, but know that anything less than your best effort would be considered an act of treason. Treason not against me, but our Emperor Charles the Great. Remember, this battle is not meant to demonstrate our might to the Revenge Realm. It is to show your devotion to our Emperor. I am aware that he is not present here with us. He is, however, using a spell of farsight to observe each and every one of you. That's a lie. Watch that be a lie. Remember that well and fight with honor. Show our Emperor that his is the righteous way. We'll have nothing to fear from either the Revenge or Reinstatement realm. Show them what you are capable of. Oh God, please. Please let everyone come back safely. I think it might be better for your heart if you didn't watch this, sir. Why don't I keep an eye on things while you just focus on praying? We really aren't cut out to be Charles the Great, are we? Ironic, a decision we made to save ourselves is bringing us closer to death. I don't know how we're ever going to get out of this. If only there was the real Charles the Great hiding out there. I have an urgent message, my queen. I'm not Scott the Woz, you can tell because the symbol on my dagger is different. The Righteous Realm's army's on the move. They're headed straight for our Fort Worms. So, they've finally shown up. How many troops? No more than 5,000, my queen. I see. And there's no need to mobilize our entire army in response. Still, they've never made a move like this. Recall the majority of our soldiers guarding our border with the Reinstatement Realm. I'll go meet this army as well, and get Zhang Jue here now. I'm afraid I have some bad news, my queen. Oh, we can't get a hold of Lord Zhang Jue. I wonder what's going on. What would you have us do, my queen? Go out to meet the enemy. 10,000 troops ought to suffice. Elite knights, assemble your formations now. Right away, my queen. I wonder what happened to him. Is he slacking off? Did he turn traitor? Did he die? I swear, just when I need that cunning old man most. What a hassle, the Queen sighed. Hello? Let's turn back the clock a bit. Okay, we're still in the realm. Fort Azagauk. The fortress where Zhang Jue has shut himself away with 100 of his loyal servants. It seems a small group, but in a fortress where even security patrols are confined to a painfully specific route, they were more than sufficient, especially with all of Zhang Jue's security measures. The fortress itself is also situated in the heart of the Revenge Realm's territory. Even were the other two realms aware of it, they would never send troops so far. Zhang Jue never enjoyed shutting himself up in his fortress, though. But he had two reasons for doing so. The first was supervision, as this fortress contains something taboo in the Revenge Realm, something from the proper human history? Zhang Jue could not relax without coming by from time to time to check on it. He also wanted to make sure that none of the servants patrolling its halls had realized what that taboo was. If they did, we would have no choice but to tie up loose ends. The second was preparation. Zhang Jue would never miss a chance to better prepare for rebellion. Not only to rebel against proper human history, but of course to rebel against Queen Kriemhild as well. There's no telling how long she'll last after all. Zhang Jue's concerns lay with Kriemhild's mental balance, or rather the lack thereof. He knew she had resorted to every trick she could think of in her efforts to take vengeance for Siegfried, her beloved husband. She went so far as to try and offer up her body to Attila, aka Altera. That's intriguing. What? What does that mean? The depths of her hatred and her eye for strategy both far exceeded ordinary parameters. No, I feel like we're glossing over that. What does that mean? Intriguing. Zhang Jue knew that very well, and he also knew she was a berserker. However sane she might have seemed, beneath that she was still a monster whose heart burned with an unending thirst for revenge. Okay. I feel like this is this is one of the most Avenger-coded servants we've had in a long time. How are you not an Avenger? They said she could be, but why? I fear an Avenger version of her if we ever get one in the future. And so he understood that he would eventually have to rebel against her, even if it meant grinding her down to a nub in lieu of completely falling apart. Now, what am I going to do with him? His indecision was rooted in his uncertainty about whether his trump card was an ace or a joker. If used well, he could be a blade to Kriemhild's throat. If used poorly, he could destroy the whole Revenge Realm and Zhang Jue with it. And so he could trust the fine-tuning of this particular asset to no one. Zhang Jue once commanded armies numbering in tens of thousands. His schemes, ambitions, and desires were without end. But today his lucky streak came to an end. In addition to his two secrets, he also made two grave mistakes. First, he failed to account for the existence of another talented sorcerer, even if they may not have been quite up to his level. And his second, ultimately fatal mistake was failing to account for the world's greatest detective paying him a visit. Oh, that's real cool, turning that into his speech. Okay, this is Zhang Jue's, Dunjia Pan, or Cosmic Board. Of course, it's probably pretty different from a conventional one, since it was specifically made for him. But that shouldn't matter as long as we can figure out the basic directions we need to go. Alright, Miss Shufu, where do we begin? Qimeng Dunjia uses... Whoa. Let me try this again. Qimeng Dunjia uses 8 geomantic gates. Shu, rest, Sheng, life, Shang, wound, Du, grove, Jing, scene, Shi, death, Jing, shock, and Kai, open. We need to go through life, scene, and open, and avoid the other 5. Let's start with the life gate. This way, and of course, try to be as quiet as possible. Okay, everyone, follow me! As long as we stick to our training, my presence concealment skill should extend to the rest of you as well, at least a little. Though, of course, I'm just a run-of-the-mill assassin, not one of the Hassani Sabah. I'm afraid it may not be much better than nothing. And that's all right. It should still be more than enough. Now then, shall we? Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. It's a cool area, though. Something's not right. What's wrong? Shit. This way leads to the death gate. Nobody move. Damn it. Zhang Zhui must have made even more modifications to the Qiming Dunjia. We'll need to think exactly as he did now. A single mistake will put us in the death gate. Uh-huh. There are 3 enemy soldiers here. What shall we do? I prefer to avoid them if we can. That could be a tall order. Which way next, Lady Shufu? We need to either keep going straight or make a right turn here. Oh, we can't avoid them if we do that. And I would at least like to keep this quiet. This extra modified, silence amplifying talisman should be able to erase any sign of our battle right down to our presence. But it won't last forever. So take them out quickly and without using our noble phantasms. Come with me. Alright, let's kill them. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Here goes. Huh? Enemy attacking me, huh? Crap, I can't talk. No, wait, I can't make any sound at all. Your lives are mine. I really recommend, if you're someone trying voice acting, try to do both the screaming, like try to do like the voice, that voice screaming, and also that voice unable to do like whispering, right? You gotta do real quiet. If you can mix all of those together, you're golden. It's real tough to do that though. Also, this team is mad berserker pilled, which is pretty much just what we want to do. Many berserkers as possible. Do the just the regular attacks, right? Some stuff here. Yeah. Oh, C-star gain? Heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Wait, hold up. Buster up? Are you serious? Sick. Check this out. And this gives, let's just see here. This gives, I'm gonna hold off on that one actually. And sure, that should work. And this does strength up. Okay, let's do it the one that has the most. Let's go 1, 2, 3. All right, big damage time. Oh, cool. Thanks, dude. Oh, and also, I think we just got this. That was fun. We actually had to assassinate them. That was cool. That was cool. I actually really like that. Oh, that's fun. A proper, like, you need to assassinate them in one turn sort of thing. That's fun. I like it. I like it. See, I want more stuff like that, where it's, like, proper puzzles, but then there's people who worry about, like, oh, well, I can't do that because I only have free-to-play servants. It's like, yeah, you can. You just gotta roll sometimes, buddy. I'm going to assume we're going to be doing something fairly similar. So you know what, actually? Let's go with you. Let's go with Kill Cavalry. Let's go with, yeah. Cool. Give this a shot. It's over. Nobody else seems to have noticed us. Let's keep going. We'll be heading into the basement from here. Hope your theory's right, Holmes. It is. Rest assured we'll find Zhang Zhui there. I'm no expert in Taoist arts, Miss Shufu, but thanks to you, I at least have a reasonable understanding of its processes. What is a process also has an endpoint, that is to say, all things have their logical conclusion. Here that conclusion is the room next to the safest place in this fortress. That is where we'll find him. It's like, what? Now I'm in the top floor. You're idiots. This looks like the top floor, so like, what am I saying? Right? I'm saying the truth. Never mind. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lord Zhang Zhui.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes, is it? I'm impressed you were able to navigate my Taoist arts cage.
Me? Oh, not at all. I couldn't have done this alone. Even I cannot intuit the intricacies of another culture's secrets. But it is another matter entirely when I have the aid of one familiar with them. As long as I understand the process, I can arrive at a logical conclusion.
I see. And you? You're the master who got away. I'm surprised you came back. Admirable. Here to avenge Salome?
You won't provoke me.
I already have. That you need to keep your emotions in check is proof enough. Are you mad? Are you angry? Get mad. At times like these, it's imperative to stay cool and collected. Now then, surely you didn't expect to come waltzing into my inner chambers and leave with your lives, did you?
In fact, we did. We've not a single ally to call upon for aid.
Oh?
Were any aid to arrive for you, you'd only compound your present predicament, so it is risky in this little project of yours. We, on the other hand, have already called in help. Is removing every sound from this fortress, even as we speak.
I suppose I should be afraid for my life, but I'm honestly more impressed by your compassion. You're right. I can't be too quick to call for help, which is why I have to cast a paralysis spell on my allies all right now. I must ask, though, did you, with that piercing intellect of yours, account for these?
And he pulls out 2 miniguns and starts blasting.
Come forth!
Robots.
These are my yellow turban puppet soldiers. Pretty fashionable get-ups, no? So did you account for these as well?
I must confess I did not. But I did indeed determine that you would either have accomplices or some manner of faithful subordinates with you. Your puppets are therefore well within my expectations. Now, prepare yourself.
My luck hasn't run out yet. Nor am I so far past my prime that I'm about to let the likes of you kill me. I am Zhang Jue, the great teacher, and I'm about to give you the most painful lesson of your lives.
Let's take him on. Let's hit him with everything we've got. Actually, what we're going to do is we're probably just going to counter him to death. We'll see. It'd be real nice if there's like 6 enemies in battle and we can just like pop that noble phantasm and just pew, 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 right? Over and over. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go. God bless. It's exactly what I want. No, wait. That's actually kind of not good. Target focus up. Guess what? I don't care. Frick yeah. This is great. This is going to be wonderful. I don't actually have the best hand for this. Shoot. Okay, well, in that case, let's start with, we have you on supports. Let's go with you first. Go with this. Go with this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Next turn, we'll get a bunch more stars. Okay, cool. Thank you for killing him, I guess. Alright, let's do this. Hope you're ready to get memed on, old man. Okay, you're done. Now you're gonna go that, and we're gonna go BAM! Dead. You're gonna go like that, and you're gonna go BAM! Dead. And you're gonna go like that, and we're gonna go BAM! Dead. And you're gonna pop your noble phantasm. Oh, if that was double target, we could have... Is yours everyone? Or is it single target? It's everyone, okay. Let's see. Ooh, you're dead. Okay. Alright, well okay, our plan slightly fell through. Slightly. This can still work. This can still work. Let's see here. Are you gonna get it again? Actually, our plan failed. Let's try this again. I have the plan. I have the plan. The plan is do that, right? Guard on our main one there. Yeah. Yeah, that's our plan. Okay. Well, shoot. I have to use one of my brapples. Oh, but that's also bronze apple. We also have that for that, so it can't be a brapple. What does this do? You wouldn't be able to start off with it, but you look super strong. NP5. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's go with this. And let's bring you in. Yeah, okay. And you know what? Just to make sure that we're safe for the get-go, let's go with, okay, so this gives, yeah, no, that you start with, like, only 20% meters. So let's go with 50%. You can give 20. I think I'd rather just guarantee it. So I'll rather get HP on you. Okay, we'll do that. We can get you guys going. Okay. All right. That's the plan. And I'd rather just get straight meter for the cause, you know? All right, because he's going to hit them both, which means that we can do a bunch of damage to him right in the first turn, right? I think this can work out pretty good. Or I only do one, and I instead get, I think I'd rather just do the one, and then we'll just have everyone guarded with the thing. Okay. Yep, I have my plan. Okay, because we got yours ready to go. We'll do yours right away. Protect me. Okay, so let's go with this. You got yours. We'll get this. We'll get this. That will target focus on you, so then we'll go with that to then block them all, right? So let's go 1, 2, and then let's go 3. Okay. We pop this. This will stop you, and then it'll protect us all, and then we can do... And our plan still has legs, and that's the important thing. So give us 2 hits of the thing. And attack us. Okay, so now we're gonna go. That's there. Dead. And dead. And dead. And he uses this, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I could have done both to have them both do the thing, but it's better I don't. Okay. Because now we can do the other Baz at this turn to do the similar thing. And does he lose target focus? He does. Wonderful. Actually, let's do yours. Because we can then give this, right? Because you're already still buffed up, and we can do a full combo with you. So we can do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, he's helping. Bro is helping. He's just jumping around killing them. Nice, 96. Not enough, but we'll get him on the break gauge right away. Okay. It's so good. And look how many stars we're getting, too. Oh, but we can't break his gauge. Right, I forgot about that. Well, that's a little annoying. But it's fine, because we can just keep killing them. Okay. We got yours. You're still invincible. So we can go... Let's go 1. Right. Oh, we got 1 with you. Oh, let's pop this, yeah. So let's go 1. And let's go 2, 3. Right. Death on you. Pop the frag rack. And let's get a bunch of stuff so we can get another shield going sometime soon. sometime soon. Are you gonna pop your more meter again? Destiny's on our side. Charge gain. It's only a bit. And you're dead. It's wild, because you think that 6 enemy battles would be bad, but it's great. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Did you actually just do that? Not cool, bro. Let's get this on you. Let's go. Well, we have to hit you. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Get more meter back or attack. It's not going to be hurting them, so let's just attack with getting a bit more meter back too. Okay, you're done. Okay, we'll kill that last guy then. And then we'll get 2 hits of this. Mm-hmm. It's a fun little fight. Fun little fight indeed. No, attack. Remove debuff. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not great, but we do have invincibility actually, so we're actually doing okay. We do have a full combo with you again. Okay. Keep that rolling. We'll counter him like there's no regard for tomorrow. He has a good amount of HP for sure. Yeah, he's gonna do this and we'll be fine. Now, mind you, after this, we'll only have 1 hit of stuff, so he might actually hit her once. Oh no. Oh no, he's actually gonna hit her. It's not gonna be a problem. Yeah. Like, whatever. Like, whatever, man. Especially because we got this. Bro, no way. 1, 2, 3. It's not the best, but we'll take it. I'd like it if we could be the other one, but we'll still get that green up. Did I pop the evade? Did I? Did I forget to? No, I popped it. We're good. And pop. 1 more. Hit us again. You're done. You love to see it. That battle rocked. That battle rocked. It's so good. It's so good. Double Bazit is so silly. Double Bazit's so fun. They really made a character that just breaks the rules of the game. It's so great.
Is that all you've got?
He's an even more formidable opponent than I expected. He may be as powerful as the top-ranked servants. Could he have the Holy Grail himself? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Zhang Jue, the heroic spirit. Something sets him apart from others. Is that there is actual historical basis for him? I see. Now I understand.
Ah, what is it you think you understand?
Is that what it is? The more chance of you existing in the realm, the stronger you are? Whoa. I couldn't hear what he said. There. Whoa. Whoa. What is happening? What did he do? What did he do?
It can't be, but then that must be it. Curse you. Curse you, curse you, curse you. What a failure I am. How did you figure it out?
Well,
What a fool I've been. What an absolute jester. Have I exhausted heaven's will? Not at all. I never had such a thing in the first place. Now I'm disappearing. I guess I can't stay here any longer. Does this mean I was mistaken after all, Master?
That was not a normal servant disintegration. That was not a normal servant disintegration. The enemy servant's gone, though I have to say, it didn't feel like my noble phantasm did all that much. What did you say to him, Holmes? Oh, nothing much. At least I didn't think much of it. But in retrospect, it may have been a grave error on my part. What do you mean? I asked him if he really was who he thought he was. Oh? But in this case, I'm afraid our effort may be a tad... Oh, crap. We've got an emergency on our hands. His whole fortress is about to collapse. What? I mean, it's a classic trope, but still, I wouldn't have expected that. Dang, alright. Oh, well, that was the plot. Now it's the aftermath, I guess. I didn't... Yeah, it felt a bit quick because I didn't think we'd kill him in the middle of the nodes. Well, this is the fun time everyone's been waiting for. The moment it all comes crashing down on our heads. Looks like the old man rigged the fortress to fall apart if he died. Okay.
Who hasn't dreamed of going out with a bang?
Oh, he's fun. Oh, he's a fun character. We had best leave immediately then. Oh, right. Okay, first we need to find the life gate, then the scene. That won't be necessary. I know enough to lead the way back myself. Seriously? Damn, this whole detective thing is nuts. Hang on. What do you even need me for then? Let's save the conversation until after we've escaped, shall we? Oh dang, it is falling apart. What's going on? I don't know, let's just get out of here. Wait, that's the taboo direction. Huh? What? Ah! Damn it, which way do I go? Pardon me. Duh! If we head straight down this passage, we should be able to exit through the scene gate. What do you think, Tanner? Well, this is Holmes we're talking about, so... then maybe we should just make every servant Holmes, but in different classes. That's a terrifying thought. Oh, I have my talents, but I am no means omnipotent. I would, of course, make an excellent caster, but for now I'm quite content as a ruler. Could Holmes be all of them? Saber, he does fencing, right? I could see that. Archer, he's used the blicky occasionally. Lancer, that's a bit tricky. Assassin, he's probably... No, he's a detective. He doesn't do the fighting for that. I don't think he'd do that. Rider, yeah, give him in his old, like, vehicle or something. Berserker, probably not. And then once we get to the extra classes, that's a whole other kettle of fish. Ooh, it's good to be outside again. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to survive this mission, but it went a lot smoother than I thought. Well, now you're a dead man for sure. Just had to go and tempt fate by saying that, didn't you? You'll be lucky if you make it back to the righteous realm now. Oh, come on, Lady Shufu. Please don't scare me like that. Then a meteorite comes and strikes Scott down. Good, the golem horse is still here, and it doesn't seem as though anyone discovered it. No sign of enemies nearby. We should be good to go. Anticlimax, huh? You're disappointed, Lady Shufu? Have we had enough excitement for one day? Or we're going to go back and our place is going to be on fire. Still don't want to contact them? It'd be best to wait until we reach the Righteous Realm's border. Let's see, considering the time it'll take to learn that Fort Azugak has collapsed, the time it will take them to confirm that Zhang Jue had vanished, and the time it will take to discover where we were here and put together a squadron to pursue us, we have no margin for error, but we should be in the clear no matter how fast the response time is. As long as we skirt their patrols, we should have a little trouble making our escape. Well, that's a relief. Everything is going swimmingly. None of his finely honed instincts are sounding any alarms. The red sky gradually gives way to a pleasant blue. Soon they will arrive in the righteous realm and their mission will be complete. But even amid such a peaceful scene, Holmes continues to rack his brain, searching for an answer. An answer to what, you ask? Why, he wishes to understand why I have yet to reappear. He planned for Count Vlad to become one of his allies. That part I can understand. It would have been an effective way to rob Kali of a portion of our combat forces. But why hasn't he shown himself again since then? Why hasn't he tried another attack on us? Is he somehow preoccupied with the role as the fallen disciple? If he is, then where in the Singulator could it be? More importantly, what could he be doing? The wheels in his mind turn and turn, trying to find the truth obscured by the clouds of ambiguity. But Sherlock Holmes will never understand. Yes, some things even escape the man who supposedly understands everything. Bros in the sky playing God. I feel like it's pretty obvious because they come down from the sky, right? In a sense, the Singularity is akin to a lost belt. History is made by people. There's no way to tell how much time has passed when there are no sentient creatures there to experience it. Think of an insect crawling around on the ground for 1 or 2 years. In that situation, one could make a strong case that no time has passed at all. This Singularity is the reverse. Servants are the walking incarnation of human history. Here, where heroes and anti-heroes from every nation, world, and race are continuously summoned, one could say that the path of humanity exists in the background. This is why the idea of rebelling against proper human history is so significant. If Holmes wishes to erase the Singularity, merely fitting together pieces won't be enough. You'll need to make massive leaps of logic. But with worries of me consuming his every thought, he will never reach the answer. He's simply not capable of it right now. Of this, I'm certain. In contrast, our goal is well within reach. As the fallen disciple, I will murder Sherlock Holmes myself. Again, and we need to keep in the back of our heads that foreign disciple and disciple of the foreign god are apparently different. But what does that mean? I have no answer for what it means. Things are going to be on fire when we get back. I'm calling it. I've seen enough things. I know this will occur at some point. If not now, it will happen. Oh my god, it's fine. Oh, it seems our timing is impeccable. Vlad the Third has returned as well. Looks like things went pretty well. Damn right they did. Don't you think it's dangerous to whack someone with a bowl? Oh, who cares? It's not like it can actually hurt you. Anyway, you were saying? Well, you're obviously aware that this was our first battle as a single unified army, right? Yeah, so? It went even better than we expected. Much better. Count Vlad's orders were brilliant and his troops carried them all out faithfully. Our formations, our troop lineup, well, everything was perfect. I'm sure the Revenge Realm will think twice before messing with the Righteous Realm now. That's wonderful to hear. And how did your assassination mission go? Never mind. I can tell from the looks on your faces. Congrats. It went very smoothly. Just goes to show the power of teamwork. And all that's left for you to do now is report back to the Emperor. I gotta make an in-person report. Can't I just give you a written one? No. Wow, you really have nerves of steel, don't you? I'm literally shaking at the thought of meeting Charles the Great. Don't worry, you'll be fine. He's a really friendly guy. I find that very hard to believe. And that concludes our report. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Emperor Charles the Great will now grant you fitting rewards.
Well done. I'm so glad to see you all come back safe and sound. So glad.
You're too kind, Your Imperial Majesty. We, your loyal subordinates, are honored to have been of service. Man, my shoulders are killing me. I still can't believe the Emperor himself rewarded me. What'd you get? Some magical items for enhancing my spirit origin and a support mystic code. You can never have too many, of course, but they're usually tough to get hold of. Is that so? I already wrote off the tailspins as business expenses, so maybe I'll grab some Spirit Origin enhancement materials too. How about you, Holmes and Tanner? I suppose we're much in the same boat ourselves. You should let the secretary know if you didn't get anything. Squeaky wheels gets the grease and all that. Good point. Alright, I'd better get going. I have a lot of training to do if I'm going to catch up to the rest of the assassin brigade. I'm going to pop into my spirit form, get some shut-eye. Later. Good day, Shifu. Excuse me, do you two have a moment? Of course, Miss Sancho. What can we do for you? Do you remember our plan to throw a victory party once you got back? I do indeed. I see. Then I take it that... Yes, everything is ready for you. Could I ask you to come back to the throne room so we can celebrate? Of course. How about you, Master? What about Shifu and Assassin? I do feel bad about excluding them after all the hard work they put in. I'm afraid we need to keep the matter of my sir's identity to ourselves. It's all right, Mr. Tanner. We can have another smaller wrap-up party with them later. Would you mind if we left the proceedings early, Miss Sancho? Not at all. Food.
Bottoms up!
Cheers! As well as it went, it was only the first of many missions to come, but very well. One should never underestimate a banquet's capacity for increasing morale. Man, Astolfo, you should have seen me out there. There I was, perfectly blended in among the foot soldiers, doing my job like it was second nature. Oh, so you didn't actually do much fighting then? I was a part of the team! That's what matters. I used the far sight spell to watch the battle from here. You all did magnificently. You were in such perfect lockstep with each other, I couldn't even tell where you were, Lord Roland. I cautioned them about going off on their own. It's a common mistake among individually skilled soldiers. That aside, while I'm certainly glad this battle went as well as it did, it is not all good news. How come? How many losses? One of my goals for this training exercise was to have the troops practice responding to unforeseen accidents. When things are going well, it's a tendency of soldiers to grow overconfident. That's true. Maybe a good idea to train the troops on what to do in case something goes wrong. Agreed. I'll put a plan together right away.
Please, everyone, drink up, eat up. Ah, what a good day this has been.
Careful, sir. You don't want to get carried away.
Indeed. As Tool of the Fort used to tell me, well, admonish is probably a better word, there was nothing more dangerous than a mage in high spirits getting carried away. You mean you had a Sancho of your own?
Wow. Wow, you two are very similar.
Oh, yes. Occasionally uncompromising, always demanding that was Tool for you. Oh, it's good to meet someone who knows my pain.
Oh, really now? I see.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that, Sancho.
Then how did you mean it, sir?
I'm looking for a graceful way out of a clearly unfavorable situation.
Mash here. I'll be taking over for director at the time being while he goes and shits out his insides. Congratulations on a job well done, Senpai. Thanks, Mash. You too, Kadok. Me? I literally did nothing here. Unless you count sitting on the sidelines and watching a battle. Did you notice anything noteworthy? No, occasionally you'll get a second or third-rate servant with a surprisingly strong noble phantasm or strength stat. Well, there are a number of servants like that on both sides, so it made for a hell of a show. I don't know if I should say this, but I felt like I was watching a major spectacle. Big flash of light and magical energy, all that, and all that kind of thing every time a command spell was activated. It happened on both sides, ally and enemy alike. So that was the master we're up against. We know they're not a cryptor, that's for sure. I'll be damned if I have any idea how a mage ends up like that. We've been looking into this master as well, but it's gotten us nowhere. All we can say at this point is that Holmes was right. The same master is using command spells on all of those servants. I see. Damn it, what are we missing? What if the foreign disciple's their master? That's possible, but... let's just forget about that for now. How's the Ornex coming along? I'm afraid it'll take still a little time. We're just short on staff right now, and Da Vinci is currently on break. A break, huh? I see. It's fine then. I don't have anything urgent to ask her. Just let her get the rest she needs. I will. Let's go talk to Roland and Astolfo. We haven't talked with them much.
Great work today.
Nice job, you really pulled it off, didn't you? Ow.
I too was pleased to see you both take such an active role in the war. Count Vlad, you're too kind, sir.
Wow, appreciate it, Count.
Did you not even say thank you properly, fool?
You.
All right. Suppose I can live with that.
So, what'd you guys do?
I was the captain leading the raid. I cut a path through the enemy with good old Durandal.
I led the special forces, so I pretty much just hopped on my hippogriff and charged right into the enemy.
So both of you just, charged right at the enemy?
That's right.
That wasn't a compliment.
Come on, compliment me. I want some praise.
How could you be so chummy with me? You'd think we knew each other in another world or something. Apocrypha joke. Durandal, huh? Huh? That's my sword. Super Durandal. The strongest, awesomest sacred sword in the world. What about it?
You should probably leave out the super part, though. Well, you see... Are we going to tell him about Man Ricardo?
Ah, so you ran into wielders of Durandal in the third singularity in the Atlantic Lost Belt. That's awesome.
Yeah, they were.
So Hector did that, huh? Wow. We all looked up to him, you know. Hector's a legend to European heroes like us.
And again, it's really funny that really Hector in lore is so much bigger than Hector in gameplay.
And the other was Mandricardo. Wait, that Mandricardo? That crazy, arrogant, obnoxiously handsome king of the Tartars who had adventures with actual fairies? I can't believe he had Durandal too. I bet he was all, "Bwahaha, I could wield this bad boy one-handed and still be 1,000 times as good as Roland could ever dream of, right?"
I want to die, I want to die, I want to die, I want to die, I want to die. Wait, who are you talking about here?
Mandricardo.
I don't think I ever met him myself. Or if I did, I forgot. I do get the feeling Monte kept pestering me about something, though. Eventually she calmed down and then went on and on about how great Ruggiero was.
Sounds like the Mandricardo you know is very different from the one I did. Would you mind telling us about him? And then he said he wasn't your friend anymore. That's really sad, bro.
So yeah, that's what he was like.
Damn. I don't know what to say here except, well, damn. That's really something.
If our emperor was here right now, I bet he'd say, "Now that was super awesome."
Yeah. You think we could pull off something like that?
I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, sorry, Master Caldia. Don't get me wrong. We're not talking about strength or anything. We're just, wondering if we'd be able to make the same choice under the same circumstances. I'd like to think I could be a big hero like that, but I'm not sure. I just don't feel brave enough to say I could sacrifice my life like that and really mean it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that Mandricardo sounds really awesome.
A toast to Mandricardo. And to Tanner, who wouldn't be here right now if not for Durandal and his bravery and sacrifice.
Cheers!
I think I shall raise my glass to Mandricardo as well. To his noble spirit and to his tremendous bravery.
Thank you so much. Cut to Caldia with him sneezing?
No, that'd be funny though. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you too. Why did you support Don Quixote when you decided to pass as Charles the Great? You are two of Charlemagne's 12 paladins. Were I in your position, I would have been fiercely opposed to anyone impersonating my liege. I guess I'd just call it a necessary evil. I can give you all kinds of reasons, but
I'd say what it really comes down to is, if the Charles the Great we knew was here, I'm sure he'd say something probably along the lines of, "Sounds good to me, you're awesome," and made Don Quixote emperor just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, like you said, we used to call him Charlemagne ourselves. You don't think such a big lie would upset him?
Nah, he'd be the first to laugh and forgive a whopper like that. He always had a knack for making lies into truth.
So we're pretty sure that even if he was summoned here right now, he wouldn't be the least bit mad about what we're doing.
Yeah, heck, he'd probably ask Don to keep pretending to be the Emperor himself. That happened. That's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. He was an adventurer at heart, our Imperial Majesty. That's too long to say. Let's just call him Emperor. You may want to be careful about speaking too poorly of your liege. Though I don't personally take issue, some less savory types hearing that may grow disrespectful to Charles the Great in consequence. Then again, I suppose if anyone has the right to speak that way, it's those who knew him best, his trusted knights. Pay my earlier statement no heed. By all means, continue your conversation. Okay. So, Tanner, as I was saying about our Emperor, he was an adventurer at heart, the kind who'd set out on one in a heartbeat and not come back for ages.
You could pretty much say the same about us, though. I know I'd take an adventure over politics any day.
Our Emperor wasn't the sort to be content just ruling quietly from the throne. He'd be happy to let Don Quixote play the part. Probably just say, sure, have fun and be off. Hold on. If the real Charles the Great were here, I'd be more than glad to trade places with him.
Hey, we're just speaking hypothetically. I can tell how much you guys love Charlemagne. You bet we do.
Guilty as charged. Things weren't always easy with him, but I never once regretted my choice to be one of his retainers. I see. It's a shame I never had the chance to meet this magnificent emperor for myself when I was still alive. I can only hope I get another chance in this second life.
Me too, minus the second life part. Yeah, we'd love to see him again too. And you know, I bet the two of you would really hit it off. In fact, some people online would spread rumors that you're like his pseudo-servant. A little weird. Oh, frick, we can actually do both? Oh, this is so good! Oh, I was gonna say, because, like, there's a lot of dialogue there. Oh, hello, Tanner. Lord Tanner, are you turning in for the day? You're not? No, I'd like to talk to you and get that other conversation out of the way, please. I see. In that case, I'll go ahead and designate a good place for all of you to get together. Here, why don't you bring these drinks and snacks as a little souvenir? Okay, have fun. Oh wait, no, is this Shufu an assassin now? Oh, that's even more different. I wasn't expecting the secretary to call us here all of a sudden. She said something about additional rewards and how they were delicacies at that. And she was right. I have a fine selection of alcohol, refreshments, and fruit. Not to mention tobacco. Whoa, there's even hookah supplies. I'll take that if no one else minds. Oh, and I'll stick to tea since I can't drink alcohol. I'm now imagining Scott the Woz smoking a hookah pipe. That is a mental image. But I can and I will. Well, everyone, once again, here's to a job well done. Charles the Great was tremendously pleased. Honestly, it still doesn't feel entirely real. Yeah. Zhang Jue is dead, right? He is. I made sure of it myself. His spirit origin vanished completely. However, he is going to return. Or rather, there's a possibility another one of him is waiting in the wings. What? Zhang Jue became incredibly flustered when I asked him if he really was who he thought he was. He'd only respond in this way if his personal sense of self was extremely ill-defined. I believe that lack of self was a consequence of him being an imposter of some sort, which is why I asked him that question. Really? I mean, he sure as hell seems strong enough to be the real deal. Indeed he did, abnormally so, enough that it left me uncertain as to whether it was truly him in the first place. However, whether that abnormally strong version of the only Zhang Zhu to exist is, as yet, unclear. There could be several of them, much like the yellow turban puppets he commanded. I'm merely speculating at this stage, though. Yeah, considering you're saying it, you're probably not wrong. Well, who cares as long as he's gone? And hey, if he comes back, we can just assassinate him again. More importantly, we should be celebrating and doing a bit of enhancing our team's bond, if you ask me. You're really into this whole teams and bonding thing, huh? And what you need to fight is part of a unit. Just big thing of hookah. Good hookah that. Maybe bad for my health, but that's not something I have to worry about, so hey, life is good. Well, hey, we are servants. And that's why Holmes is on the heavy stuff. What if there was a human here? Huh? What do you mean? Like, would they be torn like limb from limb or something? Oh, now I see. Getting torn limb from limb, huh? Of course not. Huh? What was happening to one of your summonings? Damn, what kind of monster servants were they? Huh, they were fairies. Fairies, you say? I've heard rumors about them, but I don't know much about what they're actually like. And the fairies themselves weren't especially dangerous. If anything, they were more like warped imitations of human nature. All that aside, well, I can't say this too loudly, but I don't think having humans around would be all that big a deal. Especially not now, when we're focused on trying to take down the other two realms. Incidentally, we ended up here in the Righteous Realm through fairly conventional means. What about you two? What do you think of the other realms? Just that they're nations we need to defeat. I lost a lot of friends in our battles against them. Same goes for them as well. There won't be a powerful reconciliation in all this. Two of the realms will either surrender everything or be completely destroyed. There's no middle ground here. I see. So you fight out of more of a sense of duty than hatred. Something like that, though it all still feels barely real to me. I don't care at all for the revenge or reinstatement realm, though. The revenge realm feels especially icky to me. And the reinstatement realm, well, what about it? Who is their big cheese again? What's his face? Tino? Yes, that's right. Constantinos the 11th. Kinda hate his guts. Do you now? That is something of a surprise to hear. In the history of rulers, he is well known for being neither a tyrant nor a fool. Not speak to how strong he is as a servant, but as a king of a realm, I expect he has a holy grail backing him up. So why do you detest him so? Guess it's the way he's so high on his own righteousness. Don't get me wrong, I don't want my country to be a den of bribery and lawlessness either, but I also kind of relax in a place where everything's too perfect, you know? I see. You make a good point. Given the reinstatement realm's goal, they have a vested interest in upholding righteousness and responsibility. What goal is that? Constantino seeks retribution on proper human history, refusing to let a certain woman exist. Oh, wait, what? Really? That's what the motivation is? Who's that? Pope Johanna. I believe Constantinos wishes to rebel against proper human history to make her existence known throughout the world. Johanna. I think that name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Who's that? A female pope. It was once believed that she existed, but later proven definitively that she did not. A very rare being indeed. Heroic spirits, myself included, contain mystics by definition. When our existence is inscribed into proper human history, much of our real past is included. And how much of it is fantasy? How much of it is real, how much is fantasy? Of course, some heroic spirits, such as Nurseram, are born solely from stories. Others, such as myself and Mr. Jekyll, come from stories that are heavily based on reality. At times, myths and legends are formed by going back to the past. Though, of course, most such myths come from a reality where the Age of Gods was still in effect. As a prime example, take the 12 Olympians, who were real beings. Did you know they were giant robots? No? Indeed. Wait, you mean those gods actually existed? Like God of War? Man, you really know everything, don't you, detective? At any rate, for most heroic spirits, reality and fantasy mean very little. But Johanna is not like most heroic spirits. That's so interesting! The idea of having a servant who's made, and because the throne is timeless, if she was believed in the past, but in modern times, she does not exist, because we know now she didn't. She is said to be Pope. The veracity of her existence was examined quite thoroughly, and claims of her having been real were flatly refuted. Well, I guess I do feel kinda bad for her, but that doesn't explain why Constantinos would want to reinstate her. You've touched on the question of why the reinstatement ground is doing what they are. The answer remains a mystery. Maybe he just has the hots for her? Be more crass. I know, frankly, it sounds like a popeless endeavor to me. That's a Scott the Woz joke!
Oh!
I don't watch him much, but that's a damn Scott the Woz joke if I've ever seen one. Holy crap. That was pretty good! Thanks, I've been practicing improv. Oh my god, he is Scott the Woz! How did my brain make this connection? It works so well! It's scary. Regardless, it's not a matter over which we need to be terribly concerned. Our main focus now must be standing against them. Well, sure, but it doesn't look like we'll be fighting the reinstatement realm anytime soon. True, especially since our current plan is to whittle away the Revenge Realm's forces. Anyway, that's enough talking shop. This alcohol won't drink itself. Agreed. No, I'm gonna drink anyway. Check this out. See this shady-looking Taoist medicine? If you add this to alcohol before you drink it, yeah, you can get really, really drunk. Woo! She's not playing around, is she? Lady you, I really, really hope I can see you someday. Lady you. I'm shouting her name here because I can't keep my love bottled up for anymore. But don't tell anyone else, okay? You're literally carrying a doll of her. Lady you, why are you so beautiful? You're a flower blooming in the desert. Blah, 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 blah. 17th verse, same as the first. Enough already. I can't believe she's been singing like this for an hour straight. Who was it that got her drunk again? All right, she did it herself. Well, nothing much to do about it. And that's all I got. She's go sleepy. I'd say that's a good sign. It's about time to call it a night. Agreed. Let me just put a blanket over her first. Thanks. Well, it's been grand. Don't get to work together again soon. Hey, take care. And the same to you. This nameless servant, one of my favorite characters. I hope nothing bad happens to him throughout the whole story. If he ends up dying or turning against us, I'm going to cry. He's a really good guy, isn't he? Indeed. Enough that it truly pains me we need to lie to him. This war's about to get much more serious. Charles the Great will, of course, need to come to the front line himself. We'll have to be brave and work very hard if we are to navigate this tightrope of a situation with any success. Though, of course, it's also possible the situation is about to take a sudden, potentially dramatic turn. Slow fade, and that's the end. Hot dang! This chapter frickin' rules. Chapter's so good, actually. It's just extreme. It's just really detailed character drama. Oh, we're going in, huh? All right, next time. All Out War Reinstatement Realm, first half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nodes. That's how it's gonna be. All right, guys, I'll see you next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Ciao.